Hey guys, welcome back. A little video today on natural remedies and help for asthma, because asthma is one of those things, anything respiratory that can get serious really quick and make somebody more anxious, and then that builds off of each other. So these are things, please, I'm not saying to use these for your rescue, but know this, a lot of times is getting asthma under control before you need an emergency rescue type things. But I want to go over that. And people, what asthma has to do with the restriction. It kind of clamps down against inflammation or closes off. In your breaths per minute, you can always tell, 10 to 12 breaths per minute is pretty normal. 15, 20 higher breaths per minute, that you're over breathing, and which over breathing can escalate asthma even worse. So things like that. And you should always try to breathe through your nose, not the the gas, the fish out of water gasp. And a lot of people, especially when they get panicked or they feel air hunger or that asthma, they'll naturally do that. Thing is always to try to remain calm, if whether it's you or somebody you're around is having that asthma attack, those symptoms, is to try to remain calm and slow their breathing, encourage it in through their nose, and not the over breathing, and not to breathe from your upper chest. A lot of people, they raise up their chest to breathe that way, and it's important to breathe from your stomach, your diaphragm and stuff. And that does help. And the big thing is know your triggers. If you have asthma, know your triggers that do that, and that is going to prevent that from even happening. A lot of it's like hay fever, seasonal allergies, pet dander, food additives, all different type of things. A big thing also people don't realize is people who have asthma or develop asthma, they have low stomach acid. I've talked before about your balancing your pH and your stomach acid and the gut brain and how that affects everything. It's all connected, guys. And a good way to help fix that is daily apple cider vinegar with the mother. I've talked about that. It has so many benefits, all areas of our body. And if you do that, that balances that out in your stomach acid and your pH. And that helps. Apple cider vinegar with the mother, raw, real good apple cider vinegar, helps asthma. If you take that every day, just 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon in water, and dilute that, and take that. So let's go over some supplements and foods and stuff that help asthma, and then I want to go over 2 all natural type of inhalers. So big thing, asthma, always vitamin D3. Vitamin D3, I did a video and I talked about how vitamin D in high doses, like 20 to 30,000 IUDs a day, is about like when somebody takes like steroids, like corticosteroids, cortisone, stuff like that. So vitamin D3, when you're taking high doses of vitamin D3, like I talked about in my other video, you want to take K2 with that, because if you take a large amount of vitamin D3, it doesn't know where to put it, and it can collect in different areas of your body that aren't great for it. But the K2 kind of directs it and tells it, hey, let's go to the bones and stuff like that. So that, again, now that helps with the osteoporosis, your teeth, bone health, and everything like that. So vitamin D3, I would say 20,000, 30,000 IUDs a day. I prefer, the liquid sublingual ones. I think that's just my opinion. You take it however you want, and then do the K2 with that. So a little thing with the dosage on that, for every 10,000 IUDs of vitamin D3 you take, you want to take 100 micrograms of K2. So that's how you kind of figure that out. And you don't have to take, K2. If you're taking large amounts and it's something like I have to be on this high dose of vitamin D3 all the time, I would take the K2. So it directs the extra calcium where to go properly. Magnesium. Magnesium's great for that. Carotenes, vitamin C, vitamin E, and your B6 and your B12. All these are needed to help with asthma and get it under control. Selenium is needed for that. All of that helps. Licorice root is really good for people with asthma. Elderberry, raw honey, ginger, turmeric, garlic, lemon, all of those, and green tea are good for that. Take your zinc. Zinc is an immune support, and if you're having your asthma is triggered by, if you're you're sick, or allergies, you want to get your zinc in. Zinc is one of those. Don't overtake zinc. Make sure you don't take over the max recommended. That's one of the other ones that you can get too much of. And then another really good food that I've heard and seen so many things where people can, they're like, I cured my, asthma, or I just didn't need my rescue inhalers anymore, was red onions. If you have asthma, consume red onions regularly. And I have a onion cough syrup. I'll probably do a video on, because it doesn't last but about 48 hours after you make it, with onions. But then people with asthma can take that regular anyways. I'll do a video on that. But red onions, and there is an onion cough syrup that works great for just if you have a cough, bronchitis, a cold, anything. It works great anyways. But it's really good for people with asthma to take regular. So that is your vitamins and your supplements and your foods. Two things I've brought up before is Himalayan salt, how good that is. And Himalayan salt is great for inhaling, not just the consuming with people with asthma. Oh, I forgot to bring, but I have Himalayan salt lamps, and they grow, and they have that orange glow. I have them. I think people should have them. I have them in all the bedrooms, and I have one in the living room. They're great for respiratory health, for allergies, for asthma, and they're really good. But this is it's from Natural Solutions. I get stuff from them. This is a Himalayan salt inhaler. And, it's just the salt in there. And it's the way you breathe it and how it goes into your lungs. You need to make sure with this you don't ever get like moisture or something won't get in there. You can check it. Usually you don't with salt, but I've heard people say, don't leave it, in your hot car or something like that, where something can happen. But Himalayan salt inhalers, you can order these. I'll put links and stuff down. I get it. I'm sure I got this one off of Amazon. These are good. I don't have asthma, but I have family members that have had asthma. So, or, this, if they have that type of restricted stuff, if they get like sick or allergies or something. So these are good to have. And the other one is Air Physio. It has this little, can you see that metal ball in here? Both of these are non-medicine type inhalers. And this is a oscillating positive expiratory pressure. That's a mouthful, but it does a certain vibration. When you do the breathing with this, it does a certain vibration that breaks loose and expels mucus, inflammations, things like that in your lungs. These are great, and you can just, purchase these. These are not things that you need a prescription for or anything like that. And this is good for, asthma, bronchitis, people with COPD, pneumonia. These are great. I think everyone should have these, because if you're in a, crap situation where we can't get to the doctor and you're having respiratory things, these two, inhalers are great to have. They're going to give that relief, and these also will help someone concentrate, that they control their breathing. That's a lot of the things is is getting them to stay calm and breathe normally instead of, kind of hyperventilating, and it causes things to be worse. But these are just good things I think people should have on hand, because you don't want to be in, a SHTF situation and have asthma problems. That can turn bad really quick. And I wanted to give you these things, and I will put them in the description, and I'll put links to those two natural inhalers for you. I hope this is something else that helps you guys. Everyone stay well, God bless, and I will see you next time.